God.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Let me start it. Because we were saying, when we stand, can we dance like this?
Of course, I can do it. There's no man in the house. Hey, that's your secret.
Someday we'll get to know each other.
This is nice, Jennifer.
I give yours on the air.
Yeah. Welcome to the Dark Willie Show. Today we have a very exciting topic for you. We can see we are all ladies. Imagine what is coming. We have Jennifer.
Hello.
Enyogu in the house. Please greet. Please say hi. I'm a doctor in the house, Dr. Chidima. As you can see, it's all women today. Well, today we want to talk side chick, man chick, who has the upper hand. Stay tuned.
Serious topic.
Please, Jennifer, pick it up.
Side chick, man chick, who has the upper hand? It depends.
Okay.
It depends.
But first of all, you think that there's always a side chick?
Yeah, that's the thing I was going to say. That, I mean, every woman in this place has to agree. We all have to agree. If you have a man in your life, that it's a possibility that you're not the main chick. Or maybe you might be the main chick, but you have a contender who's a side chick. Most women don't want to believe. Yes, we're women. You know, that we want to outdo each other, you know. So definitely we will always be in a race, whether you like it or not. So, but we need to accept first that there's usually a side chick. We need to accept that. I've accepted my own. No. I might not accept. There's no proof.
Yeah, but
I
conditioned your mind.
I don't have to.
There's a possibility. There are women. There are actually women who don't think that it's possible. Well,
there is.
True. The truth is, I used to be one of them. I used to think
a side chick.
I used to think it was impossible. That when you have a love so strong, you know, it was almost impossible for there to be a side chick. The truth is, I was delusional.
You're delusional.
Like a lot of women.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. You think so?
Like a lot of women, they're delusional.
So who has the upper hand? Side chick or man chick?
Well, I don't think it's a question of who has the upper hand.
Jennifer, take it.
Okay, tell me. The person looks like...
I don't know why I should be the one to take about that.
I'm confused. Are you the side chick or the main chick? Because it's as if she wants to...
Sometimes, like I said, sometimes you just might be feeling like, okay, this is it, but it's not. So, most times it's more important it's the guy that knows who is the main chick and the side chick. You might be thinking you're the main chick, maybe because you're in the house. But he feels stronger for the one out there. It's possible.
It's possible that side chick is
actually the main chick. That's the truth.
I don't know.
I'm not saying in all the cases it might not be, but in some cases, yes. Yeah. There are men who are married and, you know, the wives are there, but he's closer to
the side chick.
So,
like, I don't know. Have you guys heard this? Like, for those women who don't believe that there's a possibility that there's a side chick. I remember last year, I told you, I met a male friend who I think I confronted him about a particular matter that had to do with another woman being a side chick, apart from his main chick. And he said, look, he's an African man. Have I heard of this greeting that's usually done in Igbo? Kedumaka ezinolo.
Meaning?
Well, Kedumaka ezinolo is supposed to be like a general term for family.
Yes, I'm Igbo.
And Jenny, you know now. But I didn't put a text to it.
I used to think it means
outside,
family members living in the house, at home and abroad.
Yeah, if you look at it, family, umbrella, inside and out. Concubine and wife. Yeah, so everybody's like a family.
But there's a saying that a man is polygamous by nature.
African man, Biko.
African man is polygamous by nature. Is it true?
And very.
Well, most of the times.
They even tell you. I think some of them
most of the times.
They pride themselves.
I think that it's not right. But you see, for so many reasons, people are coming to terms with the fact that there'll always be another woman. So, but like I was speaking to an older friend of mine, she's much, much older, but I confide in her, she confides in me, and she says to me, it happens everywhere. But that she has decided to look the other way as long as he lives up to his responsibilities in the house. She doesn't nose around, she doesn't follow him around, she doesn't ask questions where she shouldn't.
This is reality.
This is reality, yes.
Yeah, because
she says she looks the other way, and
do you think that's healthy?
No, because let's see, because in almost all our cultures in Africa now, you have these sayings. You've just given your own now. In my place, when I was getting married, my auntie told me that a man, something like a man, a man cannot stop
Loving women,
having other women.
What is the right interpretation? Something like he can't stop
sharing
away game.
Okay,
like having side chicks.
Okay. So it was like just.
So she prepared your mind that there's going to be someone.
There's something Jennifer said that
and
has got me thinking. About there's a question you asked had to do with who had the upper hand. I think it's a subjective thing.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you said something like that. It depends on the man.
It depends on the
man. And it depends on
man.
how the chick plays her cards. Because there's a way you do some things and then
I'm sure that there are still married men because it's in their DNA.
In their DNA.
That's the truth.
But let's look at it.
It's not about whether he's a banker or he's a politician or
do you know most of the time the side
that's
chick,
not it. That's not what it is.
Yeah, most of the time the side chick is always a young woman.
Hey, I feel to accept that.
Okay, let's take a break. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll agree or disagree.
Exactly.
We should be fair with that side chick.
Stay with us. Welcome back. If you're just joining us, we are discussing side chick, main chick, who has the upper hand. Like I said, most of these girls are younger girls and the guys are older. The guys want something to remind them of their youth. I'm not sure. In the process, what happens? They give the upper hand to the side chick because they're younger. What do you think?
That's a very good
Are they younger in all the cases? I don't think
so.
There's still men who like mature women.
When you are in your 20s, okay, let's not forget that.
Those men who
young. We were once young.
I'm still young.
But when you are in your 20s, right?
we were once young.
When you are in your 20s,
20, 18, 17, you know what I mean?
When you are in your 20s,
we're ladies now.
Because most people do not know their left from their right. But when you are in your 30s and you are still doing side chick,
can I shock you?
I do not understand.
Can I shock you? I knew someone who had a very good wife, a young girl, married, but he wasn't buoyant financially. But he had an older woman who admired, and she practically financed that marriage. And the wife was very, very ignorant of what was going on. But as far as I was concerned, that was the main chick, and the wife is the side chick. Because he was actually giving more attention to where the money was coming from.
That's a rare case anyway.
Rare?
Not. Is it very rare? I don't think it's very rare because I've seen that happen as well. The woman was paying bills in the house.
But forever that woman remains a side chick anyway.
That's why I said some of us are delusional. You're thinking she's a side. If you're unhappy, if you're living in the house, yes, you have the roof over your head. You answer his name. But he's happier. He spends more time with him.
So what gives the side chick the upper hand? What gives the side chick the upper hand?
I don't know what it is, but when you, in my language, in Igbo, as an Ife Zulu na so. Anything you eat in hiding, this chocolates, I'm not supposed to eat it, but when I take it and I put it in my mouth, so sweet. There's this excitement that comes with it. But if you have it to yourself, okay, see chocolates leak, you get it. That's the truth. That's what happens. Wow. That's it.
I think I really gosh.
And you have this image in your place. You have it in your language.
Yes.
The truth, I don't know about
what speak Yoruba.
A little, very little.
You speak Yoruba?
A little bit. So I won't be able to say.
I would love to know that the Yorubas have something.
They should.
No, I don't think it's a function of your tribe.
They should have.
See, as far as you're a man and you have something between those legs, Do you understand? And the way you think, men reason and go through with what they see.
With what they see, they're moved by sight.
They're moved by sight. Once they see something they like, it's as if they're automated. You know, it's just like as if they're under a spell, and they're just moving. They don't think about the consequences.
Yeah, but somehow my friend or my cousin told me that if you stay with somebody every day, you get tired of the person.
So you want to spice it up a bit?
I don't think it's about getting tired. Like I say it all the time. Marriage, we're talking marriage now. Marriage, there's no manual to how marriage. When I see books and they say 20 steps to making your marriage work,
I don't buy those.
I laugh.
I don't even buy
because
those.
what works for you might not work for me.
Exactly.
Do you understand? That's the truth. Someone is speaking from their perspective, from their experience, and your experience is different from mine.
I don't buy those kind of books.
I might do everything you've written down and it still doesn't work.
But if you want to look at it from this angle, that if you see someone every day, that the tendency for you to be bored that explains why if you travel, if your spouse should travel and come back, there's always
the excitement. You see, when you spend a lot of time, even with your siblings, you stay in the same house, you don't do nothing else, stay at home, watch TV together, read together, go to school together. Once in a while, you want to go out and see a friend, just for a change of... So when you spend a lot of... My take, that's why I said it's objective. While how I feel might not be how you feel. I think that one of the things that make marriages work is not love. It's friendship.
Friendship, thank you.
I feel friendship. If he is your friend, it gets to a point in time you begin to feel like your siblings.
Yeah.
Because you spend all the time together.
So there's no spark. Again, we are trying to look at what gives the side chick the upper hand.
Some people manage to find the spark. That's why couples go on holidays. That's why, what if you have a husband that doesn't have a reason to travel? What happens?
Want me to give my own take on the side chick thing? And why I have come to terms that it's possible that most men or most husbands will have a side chick without fooling myself. Because like you said, marriage has phases in life. The way you met each other, I mean, the spark that was there, most men like that gush of adrenaline, that love feeling.
And they find it with someone new.
Yeah, but sometimes some women who are supposed to be the main chicks make it very difficult for their husbands to really love them. So some men, actually, people have different reasons for having side chicks. It's a subjective thing totally. For some people, they have absolutely no reason. Sometimes they have a main chick who is the wife, who is like everything in one. She's sassy, she's fashionable, she's educated.
And you're wondering what more does he want?
He wants something different.
Totally
different.
True.
So there's really no reason. Then you have a wife that is very naggy, makes your house very hot. Definitely, someone will tell you that I have a good reason for having that side chick.
Okay. But I'll tell you also that I've heard someone say, she chokes me with love. I'm tired.
That's deep.
Choke with love.
I'm talking about a man now saying, when I was going after her, it took 2 years, and then, she was this elegant, very, gave him a tough time and all that. And then they got married, and you know how it is when you get married and you want to do everything to make it work. So you get off your high horse, kind of. And the guy's like, oh. So this is it.
There's a resistance.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's what. So sometimes we don't understand. There's so many things that make them go out there. I'm not speaking for them.
This is hot. Let's take a break. Wow, I'm having a nice time here. Jennifer, please continue from where you stopped. Where I stopped you.
I was just saying that sometimes some men think they're being choked. In your bid to try and make him happy, in your bid to try and make it work. Because most times you find that it's more important to the woman that the marriage works because of social consciousness. You don't want to be, she's not with her husband, they're having problems. You don't want those stories told about you.
Women get the blame.
Yes, women get the blame all the time. Yeah. So you want to make it work. And you find that in your bid to make it work, this guy is choking maybe. Because I've heard someone say that before. she's taking me with her. It took 2 years for me to chase her, and I liked her then. She was, this classy, and the shakara, and all of a sudden, she's touching all over me. You want to eat? I'm not a baby. She should. I don't need to be touched. Do you understand? So there's so many things, and I think we should, for everyone in a relationship, married or not, sometimes you sit down and try to figure it out. Why does he have a side chick? Is it because some of them have no reason? Don't forget that. Some are just being. But for the men that they were created to be.
Yeah, for some that they don't have any reason, but the side chick is there. What gives the upper hand? That's what we're trying to find out. Sorry, I'm not cutting you, but some women do say that childbirth, children coming, all those things, you don't really have time for the man the way you used to have again. But the side chick does not have anything on her hands. She has all the time for the man. So could this be a problem too?
Well, if you don't give your man attention, definitely he will seek attention somewhere else.
But how about what you are giving in the home front?
I don't think it's about not having children is one thing. There are people who have kids, but they still have a beautiful relationship. Some women, sometimes, like I have a friend who once told me that after she had 3 kids, she lost, her libido reduced completely. So she doesn't always want intimacy with her husband. And I think that's wrong. Because really, that is one of the reasons they go out in the first place.
All right.
Although some people, even when you have intimacy, the young girls are ready to do acrobatics and do whatever, you know what I mean, spice up.
Let's see.
Sometimes it's not all about intimacy. Sometimes, like you said, and we said earlier, sometimes in a marriage, friendship lacks. That's true. Friendship lacks.
True, because it wasn't there in the first place. In most cases.
My dad, right? May so rest in peace. He had a side chick. And if someone like my dad could have a side chick, I don't think there's any man, be you saint or...
Because I idolized your dad.
Yes, he was an epitome of a principled man who still kept his home, still provided for the wife and children, but he still had a side chick. And I think, looking back, I think the reason why he had a side chick wasn't basically because of intimacy. It was friendship. He needed someone to be his friend who would listen to him, who would share his sorrows. But my mom was all about herself.
Well, not because have different reasons.
People have different reasons. But she too had her own love language. But he had a totally different
love
language.
Because that matters really. We have different love languages. Mine might not be his, and so and if we don't talk about it, and you can only talk about it when you're friends and you're free to air.
And why I think intimacy wasn't a basic problem for him was friendship, because he had that side chick for many years. Until he passed on.
All right, so
and then the side chick died a year after from a heartbreak.
Oh, when he passed on.
So you see, I'd grown up to understand that, it's something we really need to understand. Like you said, we need to find out what exactly is lacking in your relationship or your marriage. And for the side chick to have an upper hand.
But when you fulfill all righteousness, you know that you're giving it everything.
And you just asking.
You just allow him. You let go. Like, according to my mother would always say, let go and let God.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
Side chick, main chick. What gives it? What gives a side chick an upper hand? Side chick should it even happen?
It shouldn't, but then reality. Come on, it's happening.
In the Bible,
should it happen?
Let's be honest with ourselves.
Okay.
In the Old Testament, most of the men we looked up to, the prophets, they all had their.
But some men are responsible enough to have those side chicks and not let that interfere with the peace.
So wait. Who gives the upper hand to the side chick? Who determines that? The man.
Yes.
No, the man. The person he spends more time with. As far as I'm concerned,
he determines it because if from the onset you're a married man and you have a side chick, and she knows that you have a family that you love and care for, but you're just being a man, she will be in check. Boundaries. That's the truth. Because she knows, when I pick, it's my wife. You shut up. You don't need him to say shut up because he has set the rules. But some of them get carried away. You understand what I mean? And give her that room to cross her bounds.
Yeah, and for me, there's some relationships I've seen. They have an understanding. I think sometimes when something is lacking,
what do you mean by
is
it like open relationship or something?
Relationship. Yes.
Is that practiced here?
Very much so.
Well, I don't think I'll be that mature.
No, very much so. Like I said, it depends on understanding. Sometimes if something is lacking, like issue of having children,
okay,
you know, the woman knows
those
that.
are rare cases.
Hey,
those are special cases where she's not able to have a child, and she allows you to. In that case, she's not a side chick. If she's going to give him children, is she a side chick?
That he doesn't marry, no ring on the finger.
Do you know that women who don't want to marry? You'll be shocked to know that there are women who do not want to. Forget that some of us got married, and you know, for some women it's a do or die affair. If I don't marry, social consciousness again. What are people going to say? I'm getting old. There are women who have made up their minds.
Want to.
I don't want to.
Most side chicks don't even want to marry. They don't
for what? So if she wants to have a child, she has a child or two and takes care of her children.
And she's still the side chick.
But you think she is. She doesn't. She feels this is the life I want for myself.
She's a side chick.
Okay. Side chick, main chick. If you are 30 years and above and you are still doing side chick, I think you've decided not to marry. You permanently be a side chick.
If you're thinking of marrying, the man is wasting your time.
You are permanently going to be a side chick for the rest of your life.
You're speaking with anger.
No, but that's what is happening in our society. Because if a younger girl should do that, you understand, because she doesn't know left from right. They believe everything the men tell them. So, but from 30, you are supposed to be discerning.
So what do you say to the cradle snatchers? Those 50s, 60s that go for 17, 18? They're everywhere.
Aristo, side chicks.
Does it make it right? I can't speak for the younger ones, those little girls who are carried away by what they get monetarily and all that. But for the older, the more mature ones who are still side chicks, over 30 and all that, I think we should just be careful, because one could be a victim. You know, you should know what you want. If you love him that much, he has a wife in the house and then you're a side chick, and you're not married yet, you don't have kids. You know what I mean? Some side chicks have kids.
Biological clock is ticking.
That's it. That's it. So we just need to be, we're adults. And for the men, I can't say stop, because they're never going to. It's in their DNA, I said that before. But if you love your wife, you love your children, you will be more discreet when you have affairs. Because we have all come to accept the fact that they're always going to have affairs. It doesn't matter how old, it doesn't matter what positions they hold. But I think that it's important that they're discreet about it for the sake of the children, because if anything happens, the children are the ones that suffer.
So let's hear you.
Okay, well, basically, my final take will be on the fact that I don't think any woman wants to be labeled a side chick. Every woman wants to have the upper hand. So
there's always competition there.
There's always competition, but if you're a woman who is already in a relationship with a married man, and you really want to settle down and be a main chick, I think you need to check and see how serious the man is. And if you don't want to remain a side chick forever, then I think it's time for you to cut out.
Are you saying she should work hard enough to come in and be a second?
No, meaning that she should cut out of that relationship.
Okay, great.
You know, some men will tell you they're divorced, they're separated, but that's all crap. They don't say anything to just keep you where they want you to be.
The truth is, they tell these lies and we buy them. But the signs are always there. We're carried away. That's the truth. So when a man lies to you and you're sitting there believing it, taking everything, lying hook and sinker, you have yourself to blame at the end.
Exactly. So if you don't want to be a side chick, then read the signs on the wall. Exactly. On the wall.
Well said. Well said. Unfortunately.
For me, I know I'm a main chick, Sha.
Not for yourself.
I hope you are not delusional.
No, I'm not delusional.
She said she knows.
Unfortunately, that's the society that we live in. And the men are the cause of this. They give the upper hand to the side chick. Most of the time, for the ones that the side chicks have the upper hand.
This upper hand.
Do you know?
The men actually blame. It takes two to.
Do you know that men are the cause of women's problem? Without a man, there's no side chick.
At some point, I'm thinking women are we are our own problem.
All right.
Because if a married man says, hello, I like you and I want to date you, you're sensible enough to say, I don't do married men.
All right.
If all we will never stand up for sisters, come on.
We will not
be a better
exhaust
place.
this topic today. We'll have a redo. Yeah. Let's toast.
Hoping that hoping that the side chicks will not be having upper hand.
Yeah.
They're saying there wouldn't be side chicks. That's an impossibility.
Let's drink to that. Amen. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, the segment that you've been waiting for. Simple remedies from your kitchen. Today I have kiwi. This is what it looks like. I've peeled my own and cut it. Kiwi, need one. This is my grated carrot. My washed and peeled orange. And I have my orange juice here. And this is natural yogurt. First of all, I blend my orange and my grated carrot so that it will be very smooth. Just have a glass of orange juice. I blend. I'm going to add my kiwi last because of I want that crunchy, seed-like taste. Next thing is that I add my yogurt. Oh well. I'm not going to blend the kiwi so much, just a little. Ooh. I like that crunchy taste of it, so let's see. The color looks like for your breakfast. This can actually last you the whole day. Before long, you'll notice that you've lost some inches on your waistline. That's my tip for you today. See you next week. Bye. Let me enjoy my smoothie.